You want to put me in trouble again? You want to send me to Kuje? You want to send me back to Kuje? It's okay. But no, seriously, why? And I always say this, I love talking to youth wherever I go in this country, but I see them as a picture of me when I was much younger. And I tell them, ladies and gentlemen, the state that Nigeria is in today, we bore the pregnancy and gave birth to what Nigeria is today. All of us. And in psychiatry, there's this thing you call insight. If a person has a psychiatric problem and he says he agrees he has a psychiatric problem, his prognosis is much better than a person who is in denial. So we have to accept we bore the pregnancy and gave birth to the mess that Nigeria is today. All of us. Why am I in this? People say there is an old pathologist, German pathologist, that said medicine is a social science, but politics is medicine on a larger scale. All we are seeing in hospitals, we see the sufferings of our people every day. Every day. We see hunger, we see death, we see inequity, and we're here in Abuja talking the Abuja talk. I go back home and I sit down in front of our Dekali and say, what has changed in the 65 years of my life, in the lives of our people? How much? The 5 commonest killers of children in the tropics are 5. Malaria, diarrheal diseases, pneumonia, malnutrition, and vaccine preventable diseases. None of this require a doctor. All of these are social problems. All of them. All of them. So, we went to America, we copied. We came here and pasted. There is a saying, if you do not know how to paste, do not copy. Is this for us? And how are we going to domesticate it to our resources and to our people? We are here because we love this country and we love it more than life itself. This country has given us more than we can ever give back. We, the children of the poor and the children of the rich, line up and got Bulgaria and Zaria. The primary schools we went to, the village primary schools we went to, and secondary schools, we went into the world and competed favorably in some of the best centers in the world. In my household, there are 3 people who always pray for at the end of each of our 5 daily prayers. Our parents departed because they raised us all well. They taught us the values of honesty, dedication, and respect for fellow human beings. Secondly, our teachers, both Islamic and modern, they taught us very well. But thirdly, most importantly, leaders of our time, they invested in us. They invested in us. In the village primary school, secondary school, we went into the world and competed favorably. And unless we that now are the leaders, accept that it is our failing and do the right thing, we'll continue to go around this circle. Let me give you just very brief then. I remember watching a clip of His Royal Highness, the Emir of Kano. He was standing in, dropping some royal tears. I was very touched. Why? He was narrating a story of a woman that came to his palace. And many people come to the palaces of our traditional rulers and our clergy. They don't go to the governor's mansions. This woman went to the hospital with her child. Written medication. She didn't have the money to pay. And they all come to the palace. She came, was waiting for her turn. Before her turn came to see the emir had a scream. A woman screamed and there was commotion. What happened? This poor child, she came to get no more than $3,000 from the emir, died on her back before she could see him. No more than 3,000. We see that all across this country. All across this country. Ladies and gentlemen, that is why I'm in this. We see the sufferings of our people. We know what this country has given us. We know what this country can give our people. And I always say, the two twin evils that are causing all these insecurity problems are corruption and bad governance. End of story. Go no further. Go no further. Corruption and bad governance. And I see the frustration of our military. We are bringing them to clean up the mess of politicians. There's so much they can do. A lot of these things are social problems. Kinetic is just about 10%, if that. 90% of that is social problems. People that have no opportunities, nothing to do, hunger and everything, they pick up arms, they are now the kings. We are all shaking before them. If we do not take care of corruption and insecurity and realize 90% of our insecurity are social problems and keep throwing money and resources and body onto the kinetic arm, we will never get there. Seriously. We all grew up in a country that was much poorer than it is today. Much poorer than it was today, than it is today. We didn't have people picking up arms. We are not listening. There was one time I was presenting to military chiefs, and I was saying, I put up a slide, the grievances of bandits, and they say, stop. We all have grievances. I say, good. So this is the problem in this country. You do not listen to the grievances of people until they pick up arms. That's when you listen to their grievances. You may see them as minor and irrelevant to you. You dismiss them. All these bandits we see now they are terrorizing all over the place. These were the people we used to not take seriously. Now we're scared of them. We do not have, I'm a doctor, if you do not have a diagnosis, you cannot write a prescription. We're not making an effort to find out what the problems are. We are throwing resources and body and thinking we will solve our problem. Solve corruption and bad governance.